And thousands of miles from Poland, there's a quirky duo in Grand Rapids, Michigan, who make it their mission to create inventive sculptures that actually encourage people to reach out, touch, and enjoy the frozenness.
And I'm co-owner of Ice Sculptures Limited with the Ice Guru.
My name's Randy Finch, and initially my plan was to become a chef, but one of the things that we do was ice sculpting. And so I just decided to veer off and do just 100% ice sculpting. Derek and I were both ice sculptors at a local hotel, and Derek said, how about we get together and start our own business?
Gosh, how long do you think we've been carving together,
Over
Randy?
20 years.
Yeah. We noticed early on that when we would set up an ice sculpture, people are always drawn and amazed to it, and they always want to touch it and interact with it. So we said, why not apply it, you know? So we just made things that would be fun for people.
So we made a functional piano, like a giant-sized chessboard.
The roulette table?
For us, it was about just the look on people's faces when they see a sign that says, please touch, instead of please don't touch.
Well, today we have the opportunity to work with our favorite brewery, which is Grand Rapids Brewing Company.
So they're releasing 2 new beers. We're gonna take our art to celebrate our hobby, which is the beer, and help make this special. They have a great game room over there. We're gonna make it amazing by putting in a couple new games. We're gonna do a ping pong table and a foosball table that are all made out of ice, interactive, they can play it all night long.
Both the ping pong and foosball tables will be made of several individual ice parts that will be assembled on site at the brewery.
We have to get started really quickly because if we don't get this stuff done, happy hour won't be too happy. We start out with blocks of ice. We manufacture perfect ice for our ice sculptures. These are the tanks that we manufacture the blocks in. We start out with a bag liner, put it on the inside, fill the bag with water, and there's freezer coils circulating refrigerant underneath it, and it creates the ice in layers slowly all the way to the top. Bam. Magic. And then we hoist the block out. Grand Rapids Brewery comes out with different beers all the time, and whenever they do, it's an event. Sometimes there's a line around the block. The way I see the beers related to our artwork is the fact that they're temporary because they don't make them year-round, and our art's temporary. This is going to be one of 4 pieces that we're making for the ping pong table.
The ping pong table is really unique because we add in some coloring to the tabletop, which will be blue. The color for the ping pong table is tempera paint, and it'll start freezing on contact. I have to wait for about an hour for this to set.
We're making a ping pong table for a beer company. So we decided we wanted to have a net made out of hops. So we've started this earlier. It's called an inclusion. We'll take all of these nice green hops, and as the water starts to freeze, you'll have beautiful layer of hops. Let's get hopping. That's crazy, man. I can totally smell them. Smell it?
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy. The ping pong table, technically it's a great piece to do, but it just doesn't have a lot of flair. We're gonna put some blue in there, and we've got some great green hops for the net, but we wanted to dress it up a little bit. So we're gonna have the net in the center and then a face facing out on each side. Especially with the 3D technology we use, we thought that'd be a great addition to the ping pong table. Whenever I turn the block of ice and I need to see what specific angle is, I can actually move the model to match up what I'm looking for on the screen here and then carve it. You can start to see the silhouette if you look at from the side here. So the eye, the nose is mapped out. It's gonna look great when we first put it out.
To keep the beer nice and cold, we're gonna make some ice beer mugs.
And what better way to have the beer but in an ice beer mug?
This is a drill with a spade bit on. It's a hole cutter. It cuts holes.
You can't have a party at a brewery without beer mugs.
So basically, we get to cut in line because we're bringing the ice and the ice mugs. That's between us, though. Those new seasonal beers tonight are gonna taste so good coming out of this ice-cold mug.
So a lot of times I get accused of being a hoarder. I've kept this foosball table forever, and I finally have a reason to use it. We're gonna use it for the main guts of our ice foosball table. The sides and the base of it are all made out of white ice, which will help camouflage the internal components.
This piece here will be used for the rails. The poles will come out, and then you can turn each player.
To hold up this icy foosball table, they use a programmed automated cutter to carve 4 large legs. Once complete, they'll be ready to take all of the parts to Grand Rapids Brewery for assembly.
In order to transport ice, we got to make sure it's wrapped properly, insulated to stay cold, and safely packaged so it doesn't break on the way. Ping pong table, so straight there. So we're just bringing the ice in as fast as we can to get it on the floor. We have to get this set up to the last minute so it'll last throughout their party. But obviously we want to make sure it sets up before their party starts. So this all has to be done to the last minute because, of course, it's ice. They're putting the last piece in place for the table itself, and then we're going to put the net across and the portraits on the side. This is ready to rock and roll. I love it. There you go. This is amazing, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a good feeling to be finished, and everything looks great.
The foosball table has not stopped banging.
It's amazing. It's a new level of competition in this game room, and it's a blast.
And the ping pong table is sick.
Are you gonna serve or you want me to?
There's no net, it's just a giant block of ice.
I think this is the coolest room to hang out in Grand Rapids.
That's so cool. Yeah, only in Michigan.
We're so glad we could be a part of this, and the beer definitely made it all worthwhile, so.
Oh, man, that's strong. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good.